So basically, in conclusion, this is what's replacing, that's what's going to be sticking out of your bumper. So here is unboxing of Turner Motorsport E90 N52 exhaust. It comes in two boxes. One is a larger box and one is a smaller box. So let's open the boxes and see what's inside of them. Some basic evaluation, I guess, what the product is like. Let's start with the big box and open this up. Once you open the box, you are faced with the tubes, and that's what the exhaust basically is. It's just a set of pipes. It's all nicely packaged. So what we have in the box is a number of sections that you're going to be using to replace your factory exhaust, at least part of your factory exhaust. So what we have in this box is basically three pieces. This is the longest piece of a pipe. This is the shortest, I guess, and this is a type of a Y shape. And this is another piece that is 76 millimeters. As far as the measurements go, the bigger pieces are 76 millimeters diameter, which is about 3 inches for those who operate in Imperial. These two are going to be about 55 millimeters, and they are a little bit unequal length. So all these pieces come together, this type of a fitment. So these smaller, or some pieces slide into another pieces like this. So it's all adjustable. And to keep all these pieces together, I guess you have an option of welding it, but what Turner includes is these clamps. So these two clamps, so there are two big clamps that I imagine work these joints. This is another one. A strange thing is that I noticed this piece where the expansion is doesn't have any slots cut into it, so I'm not 100% sure how that is going to work if you try to tighten the clamp. Maybe that is I don't know if that's an oversight or not, but unlike that piece, this one has 4 slots cut into this end. So once you slide the mating part in, start to tighten this clamp down, this part has a room to collapse and clamp around the piece that goes inside of it. So that's an interesting thing that I don't know why it's like this. It's definitely, that is strange, but I like I said, did they forget to cut those slots into this? It's not a big deal if that's what it's supposed to be. I can always cut those things. Like I said, it's just metal piping. Now we also have these two clamps that are supposed to join your aftermarket exhaust to your OEM exhaust, and those fit over these ends. So basically one end is your factory exhaust and the other end is your aftermarket part. So yes, to install this exhaust you have to just cut your factory exhaust and remove whatever you don't need. Let's open the small box and see what's inside of it. So what's inside of this smaller box is the last piece of the puzzle. This is all nicely packaged. It's your cosmetic part, basically. And this is what it's like. Basically, these are the exhaust tips. It also comes with one clamp here. It's the same naturally 76 3 inches diameter. So this is basically the cosmetic end of the exhaust. It's going to stick out out of the bumper, and it's kind of, as we can see, this part is all polished stainless. This end is a 3-inch 76 millimeters with a clamp. These are black chrome, I guess, that's what they are called. There's a Turner on each of them engraved. They are double wall, meaning that these are much nicer than the factory. So this end is going to fit over one of these pieces, somewhat like this, I guess, depending on how this, I kind of don't remember. It's probably goes into the car this way. We'll figure this out when I start to do the installation, and then this will slide over this way, and that's basically what it's going to look like. Nice. And as far as the quality, it's all stainless. These are polished, these are black chrome, I guess. These look really nice. So yes, this setup completely eliminates your muffler. So as far as the sound and the noise level is going to be, we will have to see. We will have to put these on and test them. So, and that's basically what you get inside of these two boxes. Two sets of clamps. These are smaller ones, like I said. There is one, two, and there's this one, three. So these three are 76 for the 76 millimeters piping. Well, these are good quality welds. I can do probably something like this myself. So they are not super exotically high quality, but they are good enough for this exhaust, considering the car it goes on to and the price point. I think this looks really nice. The other thing about this is that it eliminates some of the heavy factory exhaust on E90 N52 cars, and it saves you, I don't know exactly what it saves you, but at least 20 pounds or maybe even 20 kilos. Once I get the factory exhaust cut off, and at that point we can put all this on the scale and compare how much of a weight savings we are getting with this exhaust. So I think, like I said, in conclusion, this exhaust is going to eliminate part of your factory exhaust. It's going to replace your factory muffler, and I think the resonators, I think that's what it will do. I'm not sure, I will have to look, but in essence, it's just piping. It's a 76 millimeter pipes all the way. It matches your double piping on the factory exhaust, on the part of the factory exhaust, and it's a Y, it goes into 176 millimeters, and it's all 76 millimeters pipe up until the end, which is this double tip exhaust output. It's got factory location hangers, it's got clamps. It looks nice, not that heavy, but like I said, we're going to get this on scale and measure what it is once the factory exhaust is removed from the car. Well, the last thing I guess that we should do is just compare this to what's on the car currently. So as far as the looks go, this is my factory N52 E90 exhaust. Well, I have an E90 N52 328 base model, I guess, that's what it is. So this is the factory. Well, it's not 100% factory because I painted these black. So these are just something like basically cosmetic pieces that slide over your muffler output pipes. I think I saw some older, like 325 2006 or something, or base models that didn't even have these. They would be just pipes like that. So that's basically just a cosmetic part that goes over the factory, well, over just the pipes that come out of the muffler. That's the difference, I guess, basically. As far as the diameter of the tips, that's a good question. I almost forgot to measure it. So the outside is about, they're not straight, as you can see, they're cut. So the diameter, so I cannot really, well, I suppose I could. And like I said, they're double walled, so it's going to be just across about 76 millimeters, so they're about 3" in diameter, which is, yeah, that's about right. I think they are actually better than what you get from factory on these cars, especially if you don't have these pieces that cover the ugliness of that. So basically the way to remove them is just pull them off like this. There are two of them, one is longer, the other one is shorter. It's supposed to fit in this bumper opening. Since it's an N52, not N54, I only have the exhaust on one side of the car, which is plenty enough. So basically, in conclusion, this is what's replacing. That's what's going to be sticking out of your bumper. That's what it's going to be looking like. Hopefully, since it's all stainless, it's not going to show any signs of rust. And, well, that's pretty much it. That's all for this video. I hope you got some knowledge out of this unboxing video of mine. The big part of this upgrade is the sound, and that's something that we will have to learn about once, like I said, once I get the exhaust installed. Today's video is, like I was saying, is just unboxing and looking inside of the box, just to give you all an idea what to expect when you buy this and what it looks like once you open the box. As far, like I said, as far as the quality goes, I don't think I have any complaints. As far as the fitment and installation, we'll have to see that, and the sound and weight savings, we'll have to see that in the video, in that video that I'm going to do when I install all this. And this should be it for now. Thanks for watching.